Welcome back to another video in this video series on how to start your own website or blog. In our last video, we talked about 3 reasons to why you should create your own website or blog. Today, we will continue our journey and talk about how to get started creating a website or blog. I'm Vicky from itsVicky.com and I will be your host today. All right, let's dive in. How to get started creating a website or blog. There are a couple of things that you will need to get started, and that's what we will focus on today. We'll need domain and hosting. If you think of your website as a house, you will need the actual house, but you will also need the address of the house. So if you look at your domain as the address of your house, the URL of your site. So for this site, my domain name is itsVicky.com. That's my address. So you will need a domain. This can be anything, but try to keep it short and memorable. You will need to end with .com, for example. Other options would be .org or .net. There's also country-related endings. Sweden has .se, for example. If .com is available, I would go for that in most cases. When you have your domain picked out, you will need a host. Hosting, that's where you store your website and files. That's your actual house if we talk about the property example. When you create a site, there's a lot that goes on in the background. You have files, you have data, images, and content that needs to be stored and saved somewhere. And that's what your host will do for you. To have a self-hosted site, as we call it, you will need to pay for the domain and for the hosting service. I will give you my recommended place for domain and hosting a little later in this video. When I say that this costs money, some may wonder, what about a free website or blog? No! I just had to add that in there. The reason you want your own site on your own domain and hosting is so that you can have 100% control. With your site, you play by your rules. You're in charge. You decide. If you go for a free option, there will be rules and regulations to follow. They're often limited in what you can do with the site. It also looks a lot more professional having your own site. My domain name for this site, like I said, is itsVicky.com. If I went with a free option, like a free site rubric site, for example, it would be itsVicky/siterubrics.com. So you will have an additional ending to your URL or domain name. So I highly recommend getting your own domain and hosting. So when you have your own domain and your own host, then you need a platform to build your site on. There are many different ones to choose between. WordPress, Joomla, Squarespace are just a couple of platforms out there. My preferred platform that I've been working with for the last probably 6-7 years or so is WordPress. WordPress is a well-known platform that a lot of website owners use. And 3 reasons to why I really prefer this platform is that it's easy to install, it's easy to use, and it can do pretty much anything you need it to do for you. There are tons of WordPress themes to choose between that will give you the look you want for your site. So a WordPress theme is kind of the skin of your site. That's the look of it. There are also a ton of WordPress plugins that will help you do pretty much anything. plugins can help with design, with specific tasks, social media, SEO, anything you can think of, there is most likely a plugin for it. So to recap, there are 3 things you will need. You will need a domain, you will need hosting, and you will need WordPress. So the best place that I have found is where you can set up both domain and hosting at the same place. Trust me, this will save you a lot of headache if you can have it at the same place. If you use this one service, you can actually get a domain for free. So the reason why I choose this hosting company is that it's a one-stop solution for both domain and hosting with WordPress installation. They have 24/7 help support, great support. They have easy WordPress installation. They're affordable. Right now, the image here says $3.95 a month. Right now, they have a promotional offer for $3.49 if you sign up for 36 months, I believe it is. This hosting company is reliable, and like I said, if you sign up, you will get a free domain. So the company that I'm talking about is called Bluehost. Suggest that you click the link below and read the full review so that you can decide if this is the right host for you. There is easy step-by-step instructions on how to get your domain, get your host, and how to install WordPress on it. So when you have your site set up, come back and watch the next video. It will be all about the look of your site. We will talk about WordPress themes and more. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.